What's going on, everybody? Glad you liked that last video I did. Or should I say, I hope you liked that last video I did. We're on to the next one now. You hear that? Maybe this microphone is actually pretty good, so maybe you don't hear that. So behind me, have a look. That's the highway. So today, I'm gonna put on the screen here a view of the map. I have to basically drive 30 kilometers or about 20 miles. It's gonna be about 30-minute drive, and I'm gonna let Tesla do all the driving itself. Of course, I have to keep my hands in the wheels. I'm not gonna trick the system, not doing any of that gimmicky crap that a lot of people do. My hands will be on the wheel. I'll give it the firm grip that it needs to as we're driving along, and see if it'll go from the on-ramp to the off-ramp as Tesla states it should. We're doing this together. Obviously, I'll be editing the video out. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna edit the video. I'm just gonna basically speed up the boring parts. So it's still gonna be somewhat of a long video, but there's not gonna be any cuts. So you'll actually see the whole video throughout. And if I have to take over, then obviously I'll note that I've taken over, and you'll see it because you'll see on the screen it has the navigate on autopilot, and it also has the steering wheel blue. So let's get on this journey. All right, here we go. So we are on the city road, and we are about to hit onto the 400 series highways. Navigate on autopilot is connected. Let me try that again. Navigate on autopilot is engaged. That sounds a lot better. I am pretty much gonna let the car do everything. Only take over if I absolutely necessarily need to. I'm going to keep my hands on the wheel. But besides that, so I'm gonna reset this. So we're starting fresh. Now I'm going to let the car do everything on its own. So normally we're okay with doing 120 on the highway kilometers an hour. I'm starting it at that. If it changes or does anything, I'm gonna pretty much allow it to do that. I'm not gonna take over, like I said, unless I absolutely necessarily need to. If it drops me down to 80 and nobody's around, I'm gonna leave it to see how long it'll take before it'll bump back up the speed. And even if it will actually bump up the speed, maybe it's not going to. So it's about a 30 kilometer ride. It already wants to get me over. Then you saw how it kind of glitched there. It wanted to change the lanes, and then it stopped. Autopilot, I have it on average, and distance is set at 1. As I mentioned, hardware 3, FSD computer. So already it dropped 110 from 120, then down to 100, then it went back up to 110, and now it's back at 100. And again, I'm not going to adjust anything. Look, and it went back to 110. And for no reason, it went to 100, now back up to 110. Back to 100, which technically is the speed limit. So I am in no rush. So unless the speed limit drastically goes slower and is gonna cause any issues with people around me, then I'm not gonna take over. I'm gonna allow it to do its thing. They put the right signal on. That's an exit. I don't want to go there. I did not stop it, and it did not change the lane, but for some reason it turned the signal on there. We still have it was 2.3 kilometers before the actual exit that we need to be on. That's an exit lane. It wants to put me in there. I did not cancel it, but it wanted to put me into the exit lane where I'm not supposed to be, but it canceled it on its own. But it's very strange that it even attempted to want to do that. So when I actually do take over, I will definitely make that note. But if I cancel anything or other than that, I am just applying the pressure to the wheel, to the steering wheel, so it knows that, hey, I'm actually here. See, it's turning the signal on again. That's another, there's no lane there.
Now take exit 359 on the right.
So now it's slowed down, a 90, a 70. I wouldn't take this exit this slow. Actually, nobody would. But again, I want to see, how is this car ready? How is the Tesla ready for full self-driving?
Now take the on-400 ramp on the left.
Sorry about the rumble strips. Now it's at a 60. This lane does say 50. But we're still at a 60. I would not be going this slow. Now the speed's starting to ramp up, 70, 80. Let's see, I would already be doing 100, 90. Has not gone to 100 yet. Now it's gone to 100. It took way too long to get to 100. And again, I would prefer to be doing 120, even 110, but I am not touching the car. I can't stress that enough. I am not taking over at all unless in case of emergency. And it has me in the second fastest lane. I technically should be in the slow lane. Not enough people on the road to make them upset. They could go around. So we have another 13 kilometers to go. We have about halfway mark already. Wow. I've not taken over. The car has not done anything that's dangerous. I'm bored. I can't play music because I don't want copyright issues. So I'll just make up music myself. Oh man, I think I'm going crazy. Maybe I should have said crazy-er. So to give everyone an idea, this is the route that I've been on. Got on the highway here, joined onto a second highway, and I'm on the third highway. And I've not taken over at all. Almost 30-kilometer ride. We've done 24.6. But over here, I know I'll have to take over once we get off the highway. But if it can fully get us on the highway from one destination to the other, that's pretty darn cool. It's starting to get us over. Now these lane markers are not so good. All right, the exit's coming up ahead. So we've done 29 kilometers on the highway. It's getting ready to make the turn. So it's dropped to a 90 already before this turn, which no one would do. Now navigate on autopilot has disengaged. Now restricting to 70. All right, so there's no car in front. I want to see if it's going to stop. It's connected to a 40. This is, whoa. It's going to hit. Wow, though. Holy, it did that much. It started to take... Excuse me, GPS. I'm trying to talk. All right, so it was starting to take that left curve at 40, and it was doing pretty good. Then, I don't know if you noticed, maybe I'll slow it down or replay that, it jumped to 70. Whoa! And then I would have hit the pole, maybe I wouldn't have. I didn't want to chance it, so I took over at the last second there. But it was going at 40. Why did it jump up to 70? I don't know. So there you go. It completely did the highways here, on to off the ramp. The 427 northbound, the 401 eastbound, and then the 400 series highways northbound. 3 highways for 30 kilometers. Bravo, Tesla, bravo. What? This is the outro, right? So, there you have it. That was the drive. What are your thoughts on it? Post in the comments below. I would say I'm amazed by it, but 107,000 kilometers in this vehicle. I'm already impressed and amazed by it. I had a pretty good feeling it was going to do it from point A to point B. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was kind of long, but again, I did not want to cut anything out, so you can watch through it, replay whatever you want to play on it, and see that the car on the highway is pretty darn good. Is it always perfect? No, but you just watched that video, and I can do that over and over, that same stretch of highways. 30 kilometers, 20 miles, 30 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. Backseat Ballers saying see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.